What's going on, guys? What's going on? Welcome back. Happy Monday. Welcome back to Cryptocurrency Theory, guys. Let's talk and see, make sure we're live here. Looks like we're good to go. Welcome to another episode of Bitcoin Supreme, guys. You got me. You got me. We're live. We're going to be going through comments. We're going to be going through concerns here, guys. But first off, typically on this channel, we don't dive too much into prices, but I think that there is a reason we should, given the fact that we got a Fed meeting coming up next week. We got different things kind of transpiring into the crypto prices, and we got some not so good news for some cryptos. Okay, and this is not to scare you. All right, don't think I'm doing this to give you any kind of I'm not trying to scare anybody, guys. All right, we're just trying to keep everything in line here. Let me just resize this. We have some stuff happening, guys, in crypto that I'm taking note to. We were gonna do a video last night, given the circumstances of this unfolding news. And again, guys, this might not be necessarily a bad thing, but we are taking a close look at it because these are some notable coins here that are taking significant drops. And to be specific, so you guys know what we're talking about here on the channel. What's up, Mr. Fool? Welcome back. Welcome back. What's good? What's good? So guys, we need to talk here because we got three major coins that we've been talking about on the channel for a good couple years now that are all of a sudden taking about a 30% dive. Now, I'm not alluding to this affecting the overall crypto market the same way, but we need to take a look at it, guys. All right. Typically, we don't see this type of behavior with coins, just out of random occurrences. There's usually something going on here. And in the case of NIM OMG, which is a popular ERC20 token for minting Tether, and Waves token, one of the main coins that was really the only coin that pumped during the start of the Russian war, aka it's a Ukrainian and Russian-backed crypto. Can't remember which side they're on, but we just got some stuff here that we want to make a note of, guys. Not to scare you. I'm not trying to scare you guys in the wrong direction here. You're not going to find anybody on the internet more bullish in crypto constantly than me. But, we do need to take note that NIM token, Waves token, and OMG Network token is down almost 30%, guys. All right. And this happened all last night. I was watching it happen. It came out of nowhere, guys. And I'm not saying that the rest of the market is going to follow these three coins. Obviously, these aren't major market cap coins, but nonetheless, it was a little bit weird last night when I seen this stuff kind of unfold, right? So we're dropping the comments here. We got Niku. Yeah, Zcash dumping a little bit. Zcash not dumping a little bit. So yeah. So just take a note to it, guys. I'm not saying it's a reason to start selling or dumping or anything like that. I'm just saying let's remind ourselves. Let's take a little mental note that NIM, Waves, and OMG, some coins that we talk about pretty frequently. We bring them up constantly, and they're down 30%. Okay. I'm not saying the rest of the market's going this way. Sometimes we'll see a 30% retractment in some major coins, and then we'll see the broader crypto market take off, and these coins kind of catch up. But it was a pretty substantial jump, a drop. I mean, I'm not gonna BS you here. This is a pretty substantial drop of about 30%. Now, if we were to see 30% on some of the coins we have, that would knock Bitcoin Cash down to about $300. So again, not here to scare you, just here to bring you awareness of this happening. So let's jump into the comments. Let's try to keep the stream here geared towards comments today. It's Monday. So we'll go ahead and open up your comments here so we can get a little bigger on that screen there. And make sure, guys, you're checking us out here on the Bitcoin Supreme show. It's going to be a show where we cover your comments and concerns. So if you like that kind of stuff, check us out. Check us out. Let's go through some comments here, guys. It looks like Mountain Man 4410. Looks like we made a short video on Ben Armstrong, BitBoy Crypto. I don't know when this was made, but this didn't age well. He built the last one up, and he will build this up as facts. All his sponsors all dumped on the last channel and followed him. In fact, you were just using his name to get clicks and views. No, I'm not using his name to get clicks and views. BitBoy is a scammer, and just for shits and giggles, let's pull up the notorious what was it? Ben V1, V3, V2? How many scams is this guy gonna do? Ben the dog up today, the meme token, by the way. Bitcoin, I don't know. What do you guys think? It's down fucking 70%. I don't know. If you guys thinking this isn't a scam, it's on Mexi, Uniswap, two notorious, one decentralized exchange in Mexi. And what did I tell you guys? I told you guys if a coin is on Mexi, if a coin is on Uniswap, and the majority of the coins or the volume is there, it's just a scam, guys. I don't know. I don't know how to be any clearer with that. But if you guys want to support Ben Armstrong by giving him your money, it looks like that's exactly what people have done. So, you know, Bitcoin is a scam, guys. If you guys are in denial about that, that's on you. That's not on whether or not it's the facts. Bitcoin was a scam, and investors lost everything other than Ben Armstrong because he just pocketed your money. That's all that was. So, again, I don't know why people have I don't know what Ben's army is doing, unless Ben's army is just Ben. But Bitcoin not doing too good. It's down almost, yeah. You know, this is the V2. The V1 is down 100%. It's spiking 300% because nobody's trading it because there's absolutely no volume on it. So I don't know. If you guys are in denial, I guess join Ben Nation, I think is what he calls his community now, Ben Nation. If you guys are in denial and depressed about the price, and you guys want to be lied to and lose all your money, even more reason to jump in. But we're not going to talk about Ben Armstrong on the channel anymore, guys, because we think he's a loser. We think Ben Armstrong is just a scammer. So, not really any reason. I'm not going to use his name in any videos anymore because people were like, "Oh, you're just using Ben for the clicks and views." It's like, well, you guys are just fucking clicking on the videos. So, you know, if you guys want to go give your money away, then you know, that's on you. But it's exactly what happened to Bitcoin, guys. Is exactly what I said. What happened to Bitcoin? And Ben Armstrong, if you're watching the channel, you're welcome to come on the channel anytime you like and discuss maybe your thoughts on why your coin is basically on its way to zero. What up, Travis? What's good? Mr. Full looks like he's got in on some BSB. Mr. Full. You can troll me on any account. We welcome all trolls on this channel. E Flipper, Win Lambo. Looks like some other people. Legend SLO, Smooth Operator, what's good? I didn't know you were a BSB fan. I always get it confused whether you're into Bitcoin Cash or BSB. Maybe you're into both. It's like we're, you know, getting some people sparked around the idea of maybe getting on one or two coins past Bitcoin Cash, you know, and BSB alike. It's like people are jumping in on a couple different coins. So it's always good to have a little bit of variety, I think, and it's always good to have a little bit of, you know, coins in your bag that you think might go 10, 20x. But, you know, guys, I'm gonna retract 5 minutes. We're gonna go back 5 minutes on the stream. If you're just checking us out here, just take a mental note, guys, that Nimcoin, Waves token, and OMG, a major ERC20 token that prints Tether, is down 30%. Now, I'm not alluding to at all, guys, that a 30% dump is coming in the altcoin market. It could, obviously. Anything can happen, but sometimes we see sharp declines in altcoins before we see major, broader crypto market pumps. So it's just two different type scenarios. I'm just putting it on the radar for us to watch out. I'm not saying a 30% decline is coming, but it would not surprise me at this point how shaky the economy is over here in the United States and around the world. If we did get like a flash crash of 30%, like we could get a flash crash that dumps 20-30%, that would put us down to Smooth Operator, if you're in the chat, that put us down to about 120 on Monero. So it could happen. I'm just not throwing it out there. It could happen. BTC is moving up like a shitcoin right now. Holy shit, buckle up, says Bill B89. So buckle up, guys. It could get rocky here. We could see a 30% decline. We might just see these coins going down 30% before we start a big uptick, you know? It's impossible for us to read at the current moment, guys. We do got the Fed meeting next week. Check it out. We're going to be following some of this stuff. Looks like Alan Maddox is shilling some Nexo. I don't know enough about this coin, but we might do a coin review on it. And shout outs to my boy Smooth Operator. I've been asking you for months why you don't buy Monero. It's one of the strongest long-term charts in crypto and no one seems to notice it. We're noticing it on here, you smart ass. Just kidding. Just kidding. We're noticing it on the channel, guys. That's why we are making some more Monero content. It hit 154 US dollars last night. And it looks like it's doing a graph that might be a little bit reminiscent of something a little bit different than the old BTC GOAT coin. So that's why we're following Monero recently, is just because we like to see coins go up when the market is running sideways. So Corporate McMahon, my boy billionaire. We got Mr. McMahon, guys, the corporate billionaire from WWF. Now, we don't really know if this is him, but shout outs to Corporate McMahon 2815. Looks like people are interested in Digibyte past just, me talking about it. It's down about 30-40%, guys, but that's just from March. That's just from the big uptick. So, the 30, 40, 50% drops become irrelevant once we start moving up. But again, guys, for the third time, NIM, Waves, and OMG down 30%. So let's just put it in our head as a note. I'm not saying we need to put it as an end-all, be-all. Looks like Big Man just landed to the chat. Looks like Coca-Cola landed to the chat. What's up? Yeah, so I'm not saying we're getting a drop. All I'm saying is we need to take note. We need to take note to the fact that it could happen. We could see a flash crash of 20-30%, and we could see that rebound pretty quickly, and then we could go north. Now, we might not see that at all. Hopefully, I'm hoping we don't, guys. Again, I'm the most bullish person on the internet, so I would highly doubt you're going to find anybody that's more bullish on the internet about crypto than me, because I'm always telling you to buy it. I'm just saying, guys, it's been a while since we've had a flash crash of substantial value, especially in the major altcoins, and it would not surprise me with the way everything is if we don't see a quick 30%, even a 40% flash crash. Now, it might not happen. I'm not saying it's going to, but we need to leave that on the table here, okay? All right, looks like Fanta is talking some Monero. I hope it continues to increase in price, but the best thing about Monero is it doesn't matter what price you see when you use it. The fact that it makes it easy for us to dip in and out of our privacy needs that require it. And we want to be doing an update on privacy stuff, guys. It is something I want to do this week. I don't know when we'll start this agenda on privacy, but we want to go in and we want to learn fundamentals on what coins offer privacy, which coins offer privacy tools. And, we need to understand the difference between privacy tools on public blockchains like Bitcoin Cash, like Cash Fusion. And then we also need to understand the dynamics of what ZK Snarks is on Zcash and shielded private transactions, but also where ZK Snarks and how it can be implemented on public blockchains as a privacy tool. So it is something that I want to kind of get down and gritty with at some point. Don't know when we're going to be doing that special on the channel, but it is something that's brewing in my mind. The real Vince McMahon, what's good? What's good? We appreciate you guys, and share the video if you guys are on social media. You guys know I don't have access to Twitter ever since they banned me 4 years ago for telling the Bitcoin private development team I was going to kill him. I was going to hunt him down and kill him is what I told him. And if I can tell him that again, I'd tell him that again, even if it does ban me from Twitter. Fuck these people, guys, that scam. That's why I say fuck these people like BitBoy, Mountain Man 44110. Just a reminder, guys, that BitBoy Crypto did scam his community, and I know he watches the channel a lot. He's always leaving little comments in the channel, so we know BitBoy and all the YouTubers follow cryptocurrency theory, guys, and the reason they follow this channel and try to act so conspicuous is because they're trying to pick my brain for ideas on how to salvage their channel now that cryptocurrency theory is in the mix. So never doubt it, guys. We get tons of people, guys, that are crypto YouTubers. And I know because, that's the channels you guys are watching. YouTube lets me know what channels you guys are watching. So you best believe that the Georges, the BitBoys, all the crypto people that have personal interest vested in their own personal projects do watch this channel on a regular basis. And I know that, and I hope you know that, guys. So if you start seeing them trying to copy my material, I told you so. I told you so. All right, we got Satoshi Nakamoto 6647, the Debbie Downer. Obviously, he watches the chat all the time. Satoshi, you always watch the chat, but you never got really much good things to say. You're always trying to put us down and trying to, poke fun. But we all really know, guys, the people that poke fun are the same people that are sitting there with no crypto. Let's get that comment for now. We might get back to you, Satoshi. We really think that Satoshi Nakamoto 6647 is the former SheepX that was banned from the chat, guys, for basically just negativity. You know, I don't mind if you guys poke fun at me now and again, but when it's all you say, it gets a bit redundant. Yes, Smooth Operator. McAfee did say that Monero would flip Bitcoin at some point. That was one of his last things before he went off and killed himself. And I say that with a tone because we all know, guys, at least we know here on the channel, that John McAfee was murdered. He was not killed. His wife vowed that weeks and months after, trying to get somebody to listen to her. And shout out to Miss McAfee for, you know, our hearts go out to you for the murder of your husband. Because we really start digging into this stuff, guys, we see that, come on, guys, John McAfee hanging himself, give me a break. Give me a break. Like his wife said, that just never would have happened. She talked to him moments before, days before that happened. And we all know that when people get a little bit too big for their britches, we've seen this with characters like Andrew Tate. We've seen this with other, you know, internet superstars. And McAfee was above all this. He was, you know, John McAfee, guys, the McAfee virus scammer, if you don't remember. He sold proprietary rights, I think, back, I don't know, it's 20 years ago at this point, but multi-millionaire, might have even been a billionaire at one point. And McAfee had a big mouth, and he, you know, he's like me. And, you know, some people don't like these type people, but these are the people that actually go down to being remembered long after they're gone. And John McAfee will be remembered decades and years later for, you know, making a difference. And the same thing with Roger Ver, you know, Hal Finney, and a bunch of other people, guys, that did make a substantial mark in the crypto world, regardless of their, you know, them being on this planet anymore. So shout outs to everybody that makes a difference, including everybody watching this channel. Zcash, guys, we're getting a growing community on Zcash. You know, and I know people kind of talk about it and kind of say, oh, well, you know, Zcash this, Zcash that. Alyssa, what's good, guys? What's up? What's up, girls? Girls in the chat. Yeah, it's awesome, Alyssa. Good to hear. Bought his Redcoin in 2016. Yeah, he was a cool dude. Yeah, Redcoin, guys. Some people wanted me to do some updates on Redcoin. It's not really traded too many places, I don't think. I don't even know where you get Redcoin anymore. But that was one of those moon launch coins, guys. If you guys are still holding on, it'll probably moon launch. Jay, what's good, my dude? Haven't seen you in the chat for a while. I don't know if this is Gabriel from First Millie. I've always thought this might be Gabriel watching the channel under an alias here, but saying that most people, I don't know if they can hold all the way up to 20K. That's a good point. I don't think people will, you know, and I think that's a lot of the reasons we see these coins go up even higher than people think, because people think they sell at a great time, and they don't realize that them selling at that what they think was a great time is the actual reason the coins keep going up. Okay. Satori's saying 1781. Looks like there's never a reason to sell and avoid a price correction since any hedge exists, guys. And any hedge, you can hedge against a negative downside and a upside potential. You can also do that on Bitcoin Cat or what is it? Bitcoin Cash Bull. Bitcoin Cash Bull, I think, is the platform for leveraged hedging on Bitcoin Cash. And I think it settles in Bitcoin Cash too, which is pretty cool. So check those things out. Don't know enough about it, but always open to your input, guys, on the channel on what you guys think about it. Because I actually, you know, a lot of people say a lot of stuff, guys, but when you guys are all saying similar stuff, that's how I derive what we talk about here on this channel. So let me know. Are you guys using any hedge? Are you guys using Bitcoin Cash Bull? What do you think? Looks like Smooth Operator is back delivering quite a bit of comments. We appreciate you, Smooth Operator. Legend of 20 SLO, San Luis Obispo. I don't know if that's where you're located, but SLO is San Luis Obispo, California. So I don't know if we got anybody in the house from that area, but nonetheless, we appreciate everybody subscribing to the channel. If you guys are leaving comments and Mr. Smooth Operator is thinking that Cardano ADA token could go to $10. And I think that's a very real possibility, guys. I mean, I think it went over $3 last bull run. You know, what would that be? 200% from the last all-time high? I think it's possible. Satoshi Nakamoto 6647 says he's going to be a millionaire. Jasmine hits $5, which it's been close to $5 at its launch. It just, you know, it went down, and sometimes it's better to get in on some of these coins you might want to get in after they crash. That's what I'm kind of alluding to. Looks like you're on Epstein Island. So that we might be, although not doing any of the things that Epstein did. I mean, what a fucking freako that guy was. Now that's a guy that should be murdered, guys, and you know, maybe he was, but that Epstein guy, man, what a weirdo. You know, what a weirdo, man. Let's see here. Crypto McMahon. I hope so. I'm a little bit down with Bcash, but I know it'll rise. Same with Digibyte and Litecoin. That is the thing, guys. And a lot of these payment coins, Digibyte, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, we all know in the back of our head, it's only a matter of time, not a matter of if. And, you know, once we start going up really, really fast, these little bit downs become irrelevant into the big picture on where prices could go, right? That's kind of what we kind of bet on with the majority of these coins, at least. Majority of these coins, we don't really try to get too worried about, you know, if we see a 30-40% drop, yeah, we get a little scared. So, but if we just see these, you know, little tiny drops, we don't get too scared here on the channel. You know, even a 20% drop really isn't really indicative of anything, you know, that's scary in crypto, because, you know, 20-30% really isn't that much in crypto world. Looks like we do got a little conspiracy stuff, guys. We do want to get you to buy into some of this stuff because it's kind of funny. In every conspiracy theory, you can find a little bit of validity, you know, a little bit of truth within the conspiracy. Not that, you know, I'm not trying to tell you guys aliens are real, but I think you know, that's just a broader way of saying what makes you think they're not. You know, what makes you think some of the stuff that we're talking about on this channel isn't true, isn't real? You guys see the clown Looney Tune world that's going on out there. You tell me. You think everything is hunky dory, happy time, happy go lucky? Sometimes we got to face the music, guys, and say, what the fuck is going on out there, and how do we fix it? And that's kind of what we try to do here on the channel. We try to place ourselves in positions, whether or not you want to say it's me wearing an aluminum tinfoil hat saying it's a conspiracy, and or if it's actually reality, because a lot of times these conspiracies actually turn out to be reality. I mean, what do you guys think of the current stance of the economy? You think it's happy-go-lucky out there? Let me know. Drop it in the comments. Let me know. Yes, guys, we did meet Charles Hoskinson one time. Like I said, it was when I was on mescaline and LSD is when I met Mr. Charles Hoskinson. Never formally met him in reality, but who knows, guys? Maybe we'll be sharing a cup of coffee or a maybe smoking a blizzy at some point, because I don't really like drinking too much. But I guess if Charles Hoskinson invited me for a beer, I'd probably say, hey, what the heck, right? Looks like a lot of people, guys, are talking about Jasmine 5 cents. So if we look at Jasmine, again, we don't really too much look at prices here on this particular stream of the week, but nonetheless, we'll pull it up real quick here. That was the starting price of this token. Not really. It was at 4.5. Obviously, a ton of volatility into damn near fucking 1 penny. But again, is it going to go back up to $4 or $5? I don't know, but it's up, guys, 300% in just the last couple months. You know, and you guys, some people are doing pretty good. What's up, Sihan? What's good? Digibyte for life. Yeah, there are some people holding on to. You know, there were. Sihan, what's good? What's good? Bought Redcoin, yeah. So, yeah, and that's the thing, guys. That's the thing. BitConnect, we do remember that. Falcon Coin, and many more. So most of them were scams. You're right. But yeah, this is getting into to be a clown planet, guys, and that's kind of the whole thing. I don't like to talk about politics too much on this channel, guys, but I find it hard not to a lot of times because it's just so funny how around election year everybody starts playing the same blame game. And let's just take I know we're gonna lose. I know we're gonna lose subscribers for what I'm about to say here. I see people falling out of the chat immediately the moment I bring up politics. But you guys know on the channel, I'm not the biggest fan of politicians. I never have been. And the simple reason is, guys, is I'm not trying to sway your vote into voting for Biden or voting for Trump. Again, I see people dropping out of the chat literally right now. They know it's coming, but they know also, it's like calling, what's his name, Chicken or Yellow back in Back to the Future. You just can't resist, and I just can't resist but say it. Is that I'm just not the biggest fans of politicians, not the biggest fan of politicians, and let me tell you why. The whole reason, guys, that prices have been going up is because the Trump administration and the central bank during the Trump administration printed a whole bunch of money. And this is not the first time Republicans have done this. Now, before you call me a libtard, guys, I'm not pro-Biden, I'm not a Democrat, nor am I a Republican, guys. In fact, I'm questioning whether or not I'm even a libertarian in this day. But nonetheless, guys, the reason prices and inflation has ran rampant, it's a very simple thing to figure out. A bunch of money printing during COVID and still today. And now all the Democrats do is they raise the taxes and they raise the interest rates. I know that's not directly the government raising interest rates because it's the central bank, guys, but come on. Do you guys actually think that the central bank is a separate entity from the government? You guys actually believe that? You guys actually think that the central bank, I'll say it again, is separated from the government? I know by law it is. I know by definition it is. But I'm talking about in the reality world we live in, guys. The reality clown world. We know that the central bank is very, very, sharing hands in the same cookie jar as the government and vice versa, the central bank. So, I mean, again, we know what is going on. We know that they printed a bunch of money during COVID, and we know that taxes have been raised to try to clean up the mess. And it's not really working as everybody had hoped because there's so much goddamn money in the system in all the wrong places. It's just going to keep driving inflation, whether or not they cut interest rates or not, because you fuck a system up as bad as it is. The system just doesn't work. And that's exactly what we're seeing with fiat systems around the world. It's why the Mexican billionaire came on CNBC today, guys, and was talking about hedging some of this inflation within Bitcoin, because fiat systems just simply, they're not soundproof. They don't work. They haven't been working recently, and people are starting to find out. People that are realizing and investing into crypto are finding out that, hell, this crypto stuff is actually doing better than all my other traditional investments or the money I got sitting in the bank giving me that little dinky 5% interest rate that would have been unheard of just a couple years ago. You weren't hearing about these crazy APYs and all this stuff for holding your money in the bank a few years ago. But hell, now it's normal. Now it's a normal thing. So Bill B89, shout out to the Bitcoin Cash community. You got a Bitcoin Maxi in the house. Bill B89. Drop in the chat, Bill, if you own BSV. I'm just curious. Yeah, we are going to be caught. Doug M, shout outs 1989. We're going to be doing some stuff on Avalanche. I have noted that down. That's why I sent you a comment there. Kevin loves crypto. My boy Kev, what's good? Held ADA for 5 years. I mostly bought ADA because of one of the few coins that could be staked at the time. Now I don't see many people using it. Now I could stake Solana and Ethereum as well. To me, it's better picking faster horse in the race now. And now, right now, it's Solana. It's not the world isn't smart enough to realize the need for the payment tokens, so they buy meme coins instead. There's more profit to be gained in holding BT, ETH, and SOL. And I'm trying to hit a few home runs with meme coins. Next cycle, I believe people will be forced to buy BCH Litecoin because the dollar might be in rough shape. But BTC goes much higher before that. And I actually kind of think that we're going to see a return of payment coin narratives here. Probably, I keep saying by summer, but hell, we're almost into summer. And here's the thing with Litecoin. There are Digibyte trading pairs. I don't think you mentioned Digibyte here, but there is Digibyte trading pairs. There's a lot of Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin trading pairs. I know HitBTC has a couple. There's other exchanges. The reason I bring that up The specific reason I bring that up is because payment coins, guys, are fast. Okay, here's the thing with Bitcoin Cash, it's fast. Here's the thing with Litecoin, it's fast. Here's the thing with Digibyte, it's fast. There's low transaction costs to make these transactions happen fast. Okay, you can't get that type of experience with Ethereum or BTC. So theoretically, if you're going into some of these meme tokens and you want to exit a position, how the hell are you going to do that if you're in Solana or in BTC or Ethereum? You can do it with Ethereum. You're going to pay a shitload of money, or you're going to have to pay a shitload of money to get your transaction pushed to the front. Same thing with Solana. You know, we've seen over the last year, we've seen Solana, have network outages where basically your transactions are just stuck and you have to pay a ridiculous amount of fees just to get your transaction pushed to the front, and it still doesn't work a lot of the time. So a lot of times, if we have trading pairs against Litecoin or Bitcoin Cash, those are probably the two most notable because that is where the most trading pairs are in terms of the payment coins. And Digibyte has a few as well, but not so much. People will use these coins to exit altcoin positions, meaning they will use Bitcoin Cash to buy a meme, and then they will go back to Bitcoin Cash cash out dollars or fiat or stable coins because it's fast. You don't have to wait, an arm and a leg and a night to look to see if your transaction might have gotten pushed through. And that's why we saw an increase in Bitcoin Cash transaction costs not too long ago, is because people were doing just that with some of these memes. They were going back and forth from Solana to Bitcoin Cash, and then Bitcoin Cash back to their own fiat dollars. So that is why we saw just a couple weeks ago Bitcoin Cash transaction cost spike almost to a nickel, which I thought I was going to have a fucking heart attack. I thought I was going to have to come on here and start talking BSB in the right direction because of this, but that's going to simmer down a bit, guys. And I don't really know that it was necessarily the memes driving that debacle, but I know people were trading Solana for Bitcoin Cash, vice versa, and going back out of Bitcoin Cash to their own fiat dollars wherever they're at in the world. And that's why we did see a lot of increased transaction costs on Bitcoin Cash a couple weeks ago. So just keep that in the back of your head that even Bitcoin Cash transactions can drive up the price of the transaction cost, but still at a nickel. I don't say you're doing too bad, considering I think at the same time Bitcoin Cash was around BTC Bitcoin transaction costs were sitting around $38 US. So big difference in a nickel and $38. Not to mention that the confirmations for 22 confirmations on Bitcoin Cash was sitting at about 12 minutes a couple weeks ago. I think it was between about 9 and 12 minutes, somewhere around there. It wasn't abnormally long, but for Bitcoin Cash it was. But nonetheless, guys, I think with the Diablo upgrade, we don't have any concerns about that particular problem anymore, right? See what you guys are saying here. My boy Alan has landed. What's good? We are good. Yeah, we're good, Alan. We think that the crypto market, guys, or crypto holders at least, might be reaching a tipping point. And that's why I brought up, Alan, at the beginning of the chat. I don't think you were here. That's why I brought up the 30% retractment on Waves token, OMG, where a lot of Tether guys is printed on, and NIM. And I know these aren't big coins. I'm just letting you know, guys, if we experience a 30% drop, you can expect pretty much everybody that jumped in at the beginning of the year that has not been DCAing or bullish on crypto in the long term. That's going to scare a lot of people, guys. That's going to scare a lot of people. And I hope to God that does not happen. I'm not trying to promote a 30% drop. I'm just saying I was surprised to see it happen with Waves token, NIM, and OMG today. I mean, it was very surprising to see, okay? I'm just saying. And I'm not saying read too much into that. I'm just saying be open to the idea of a potential 30% flash crash. If you guys got dollars sitting in the bank ready to go, that's a perfect opportunity. But I'm hoping that doesn't happen. I'm not, I'm always bullish, but I don't want to take out the scenario that we really haven't seen a major drop, especially in BTC and Ethereum. And if we did, that would definitely give the exchanges their result that they're typically wanting, where they can come in and scoop up all the positions fairly easily in that kind of environment. If the price drops 20-30% on BTC or Ethereum, that might seem unheard of, or Bitcoin Cash, but hell, if we drop 30% on Bitcoin Cash, we'd still be above over $300. which were still up 200% for the year. So would it really scare long-term holders? I wouldn't be scared. I wouldn't be happy either. But I think it would wash out a lot of people that jumped in here recently. So, just keep it in mind. If you got dollars in the bank sitting on the sidelines, and we do have that flash crash that we sometimes do going into a bull market, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Just have your stuff ready to go in case that happens, because that's going to give you a quick opportunity to gain 20, 30%, on a short position and or maybe even a long position if you view it like that. Just have the openness of thinking, hey, it could happen, right? And again, you're not going to find anybody on the internet, guys, more bullish than me. I guarantee it. You're not going to find anybody on here telling you to buy all the fucking time. You might find some old BTC people doing that, like Da Vinci or something, but you're not going to find a lot of people doing it. So just keep in mind, that is what we're talking about here. We're talking about a potential 20, 30% price drop. It's possible. It's really fucking possible, guys. Don't rule it out. I mean, I would not have even been talking about this had Waves token and OMG and NIM not gone down 30% last night, as nobody even noticed it. I didn't see one person comment last night about any of these tokens dropping. And again, these aren't no-name tokens, guys. OMG was one of the first ERC20 tokens to start minting Tether a long time ago, guys. A long time ago. Like after Augur, it was probably one of the newer tokens that still exist, right? And the whole thing was OMG was, we got to get these transaction costs down on Ethereum. If you guys don't know what OMG network token is, I think it's the first layer 2 on Ethereum. I'm pretty sure it's the first one. So everybody's talking about Arbitrum and all these other layer 2s. OMG was way earlier. Nobody ever talks about that. So 30% drop, possible. Don't rule it out. We got that Fed meeting next week. If they hold the rates the same, that's going to affect stocks, guys. That could affect crypto. I mean, we haven't really seen crypto in line as close as we did in like 2019 with stocks, but we can't rule it out. If stocks take a dump, if we see a major pullback in stocks, wouldn't surprise me if we saw a major pullback in crypto too. Would not surprise me. All right, we got user 007 FY8XH7K. Let's guess why he likes Monero. Yeah, you could guess why I like Monero, you piece of shit. Let me tell you why I like it. It's for fuckers like this. And anybody who wants to say little comments like that, expect me to just boom, 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 put you on the spot. Because here's the thing. I don't have any issue with people telling me that I need Monero for special reasons. The reason I like Monero, guys, is because I like private money. I don't need people to know how much crypto I have. And on some of these public blockchains, people can see how much crypto you're using, spending, have, that kind of thing. With Monero, not happening. With Zcash Shield transactions, not happening. So I'm not saying privacy is for the crooked, and that's what this person's implying, which is so stupid. It's like saying cash money, fiat paper money is for criminals. That's what you're saying by these comments, guys. On the back of the US dollar, look it up if you got one laying around nowadays, it says, this treasury note is issued by the US government for public and private debts. And then it says, in God we trust. Come on. What are we fucking talking about here? Promote privacy. Promote things that empower people, guys. Don't just automatically go on into a conversation thinking I need Monero because I'm doing something illegal. Isn't that just kind of stupid to say? That is stupid to say. That's like the same thing Yellen and, what's the other lady's name? Always talking crap saying crypto is for criminals. No, fucking dollars are for criminals, and they're made by criminals, guys. So just think about that. Think about what we're really talking about here on this channel. All right. Anywho. Hey. I think we're doing pretty good here. Shout out to my boy Kev. I gave you some credit yesterday because we love when people catch something that I say that is not correct. And it's never my intention to mislead, obviously. But Kevin was right. It only takes 32 not 132, so I was off about, I don't know, $370,000 on the amount of running an Ethereum node. So just be mindful, guys, that it's about $100,000 to run a node, I guess, right now. Or let's see, 4,000 times 34, about 110, 115,000. But appreciate you guys, catching me when I say something that's not correct. And my boy, fucking unknown, what's good? Looks like people are loving the Litecoin stuff, and I do think Litecoin's going over 1,000. I'll say it again. I think Litecoin is going to go over 1,000 US dollars, and that's not me shilling coins, guys. That's just me giving you my opinion. We went up to over 400 last bull run. We went to almost, I think, 300 the bull run before. So that would only be really like 2x from the all-time high that we've already experienced, give or take a little bit of slippage. So is $1,000 Litecoin likely? I would say, yeah, it's pretty fucking likely, especially if BTC heads up to 100K. We might see a $300-400 300-400% pump relatively quick on some altcoins like we've seen before. So just be mindful of this, guys. Things can happen really fast. You remember Roadblocks? I guess it was renamed, I guess, in Neo. I don't know about Roadblocks. I know that Neo was originally AntShares, which was actually a white paper, I think, written back in 2011, 2013. I can't remember, but it was rebranded to Neo coins. You guys know I'm a fan of Neo. I'm also a fan of some of these other coins. What's another one? Verge, we talk about every once in a while. Verge coin, a fork of Dogecoin. There's just so many damn coins, guys, that offer, quite a bit of different things here that, most people just don't understand. They just don't, they don't know this stuff exists because they have their head so wrapped around Michael Saylor's bunghole that they just can't really, smell anything other than the fart coming out of his ass. I don't know what the fuck we're talking about here, guys. Let's let you guys redirect me into something actually. I don't want you guys to think I'm missing all of my brain here. All right, let's see here. Hey, Ryan Giffen, my boy. What's good? Yeah, I mean, Litecoin is doing better than BSB in terms of the actual price point. I don't know that Litecoin is doing better in innovation compared to BSB. I mean, you guys know BSB, the transaction costs on BSB have stayed low in every environment possible. You might say, well, there's no transactions on it. Come on, guys. We mined the biggest block on Bitcoin SB. I think it's been about 2.5 years since that happened. So, Alyssa, we appreciate you, girls, and we appreciate all the girls watching the channel. I think we have about, last I checked, about 12 to 15%. I think we had 15% women on this channel, which I thought was pretty darn good. Typically girls like listening to girls talk, and guys like listening to guys talk. That just seems to be kind of the thing. Guys take advice from guys, and girls take advice from girls because I guess it's the genitalia we're assigned with. We do that. That's why we see all these transsexuals dressing like women, taking advice from women. And, gay men acting sometimes like women, nothing against gay men. I'm just saying, this is kind of an undoubted thing that we see. And I would just say that we appreciate all the women watching the channel. All the women, I don't know what 12% of 1,800 would be, but we got a good bit of women watching this channel. It's good to know that this channel isn't a dick fest. We're all human beings, and we all, have similar structured brains. I know our brains are all wired a little bit different. Sometimes that's based on genetics. Sometimes that's based on, just our own experience. But, it's good not to be just a 99% guy channel. That would be a little too much, right? Jorge, looks like people are still watching about this George video. Let's see what we're saying. George never really tells you what to buy. He's more of a news update type of YouTuber. He's my source for crypto news. Yeah, George is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. You guys like that kind of stuff. All right, let's see. I think we've maybe came into third base, rounding to home. If you guys got any final thoughts, $1,700 Price prediction, yeah, I can see that on Litecoin, 1700. I can see that maybe being be about a 3x from last all-time high, or 200%. So it's possible. Yeah, it's definitely possible. Guys, you got anything else for me? Drop it in the comments. We'll do a little Q&A real quick here. Do a little bit of Q&A on the channel, on the chat, on cryptocurrency theory, on Bitcoin Supreme today, guys. So if you guys like the weekly show, drop me a comment over the weekend, Saturday and Sundays. We'll try to likely cover your comment on Bitcoin Supreme. You know, if it's somewhat relevant to what's going on and it's more, more positive than not, we'll definitely cover it. But if it's in the negative category, we'll probably still cover it. Drop it in the chat real quick here if you got some last minute stuff here on cryptocurrency theory, on Bitcoin Supreme. This show is directly catered to you. That's kind of what we do. Kind of liking it on Mondays, guys, because Mondays, a lot of times I feel a bit lost. I don't know if it's because I don't have a current full-time job. Maybe that's partially the reason. I've always found Monday to be a good day to kind of, reset. A lot of people do that on Sunday, but, I think Monday is nonetheless a great day. Appreciate you guys throwing those hearts. I do see them. ETC, Kanin, what's good? What's good? So 5,600 ETC. I mean, it went to almost 200 before, so that would only be a 300% gain. Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, it's definitely possible. Alex 6, my boy, cooking up bologna, running late. Corporate man, Verge. Yeah, I remember many cool coins back in the day. My first exchange was Yobit. I bought No Limit Coin, NLC, and some good influence. You know what, guys? One of my best performing coins of the 2017 bull run that I made the most dollars on was Verge. I got in on Verge just basically, I just jumped in. I was like, fuck, dude. It was 2 coins I made the most money on. One was Litecoin, which I don't even know, I didn't know what I was doing. I was literally just throwing into coins that were coming on to exchange listing on HitBTC. Ended up losing all my BTCs on there, actually. But Verge was one of the coins I made the most dollars on, so not alluding to anything there. Mr. Fool, don't be a simp. Oh, stop simping, Mr. Fool. Stop simping. Anywhere investing scams like BitConnect or Davercoin? Yeah, I never got into BitConnect, guys. When that thing was coming around, I knew something was smelling funky out of that dude. That dude was a little weird. What's your price prediction for Digibyte and Bcash Chadwick? Yeah, we can do a little of that. We can do a little bit of that before we rush it up here, rush out of here. Let's look at Digibyte real quick first. So let's take a peek here at it. Guys, if you're checking us out for the first time because you got bait and switched into the Bitcoin tag, we are a fan of Bitcoin. We're not anti-BTC, guys, ever on the channel. In fact, we love to see most coins do well, including BTC. But if you got bait and switched and you clicked on the video because you thought we were just another Bitcoin channel, we are another Bitcoin channel, but we also talk about other versions of Bitcoin. So, be mindful. There's that Bitcoin. That guy at the beginning of the chat was saying, oh, Bitcoin this, Bitcoin that. Well, there you go. You're down 70%, down from your 100% on the version 1. So I told you so, but sometimes people don't listen. So Digibyte here. So let's do a little price prediction on Digibyte. Let's look at a little history on it. It's one of the cheapest transaction coins. It's got a ton of exchanges, all good, all there. It's had 1, 2, 3, 4 noticeable spikes, but if we go back, guys, it's had more than that. See, 1, 2, 3. It's had about 8 major spikes of 10x plus. Maybe not 10x, anywhere from 5 to 10x, but you get my drift. And it went all the way from less than a penny, guys, all the way up to 16 cents. So 0.005 to 0.16 is a 32x. It's a 3,200% gain. So I'm not telling you to put it in your profile or your portfolio as the #1 bag. But I keep telling you guys, if you guys are just holding BTC and waiting for the roosters to crow and come home, you might be waiting a long time before we get gains like this. So 32x, guys, 3,200%. Let's pull it up on CoinMarketCap. Let's give you an overall gain on how the Digibyte holders are doing overall. Let's see here. They're up 655%, and we're in a green zone. So you guys tell me. We've been in a green zone since 2017, and it looks like we're staying there. So just keep it in mind, guys. Never telling you guys to rush all into these altcoins, but it would be silly if you guys are just holding BTC and not holding anything else. I mean, I think that is probably, not the best play, but who knows? I've been wrong before, so you never know where I'm going to land in terms of being accurate in terms of prices. Bitcoin Cash, I'm going to put Bitcoin Cash at about 13,000. Why am I using unlucky 13? Because I don't want to go too bullish on it and it not reach 20. Okay, and I don't want to go too bearish on it because we all know it's going over 5,000, right? We all know it's going over 7,000. I think everybody in the chat holding Bitcoin Cash is hoping it goes over 10. So I think 13 is a pretty unfair, skeptical number to put the price on. Yeah. What's good, man? What's up? I hope you meant you love this channel, not that channel. This channel, Mr. McMahon. I mean, I know you're a billionaire, but we do love you guys. So we'll go ahead and end it up there, guys. Appreciate everybody coming down to the Bitcoin Cash, the Bitcoin Supreme wrap-up show. We'll try to keep these going on Monday, just because I feel a little lost on Monday on watching everybody rush into their rush into where they don't want to be in their wage cage. So if you guys got anything for me, drop it in the comments. Saturday and Sunday, we'll try to cover these comments on the weekly wrap-up show on Monday. We appreciate you guys sharing the video on social media where we are not at. And like I said, guys, it does help out for you guys to share this video because, like I said, when I got ripped off on Bitcoin Private and lost almost 4 BTCs, yes, I did. I told the Bitcoin Private development team that I was going to hunt them down and kill them. And whether or not I would have done that or not, I mean, we know I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. I don't want to say I'm capable of that kind of thing, but you guys take away 4 BTCs and throw away your life savings and see what you guys say on Twitter, yeah? Before you start telling me what is allowed and what's not. All right, we'll catch you guys soon, guys. We appreciate everybody coming down. Appreciate you guys tuning in to the Bitcoin Supreme show. We really appreciate all your feedback and your continued support. I hope you guys have a great day. Take care now.